One of the most common challenges we face during the storage season with onions at the receiving level is what's referred to as translucency. In order for translucency to be a scorable defect, because it's impossible to grade for, we inspect for it vigorously, but in order for it to be considered a scorable defect, it has to affect 2 full layers across the entire circumference of the onion. So for example, there is a light amount of translucency in this onion on that layer. That does not affect this layer, and it does not affect the layers all the way around the onion. So if I take the outer layer of this onion off, there is no translucency on the secondary layer. People see translucent layers when you cut the onion in half at the inspection point when you're receiving, because you're cutting the onion in half across the midline. For example, in this onion right here, if I were to take this onion as a cook at home, or a chef in a restaurant, or any kind of preparatory, even as a peeler, as a whole peeled operation, the first thing that I'm going to do, assuming this onion is still whole, is I'm going to cut approximately 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch off of the bottom. I'm going to cut an equal amount off of the top, and then I'm going to peel that onion to get the dry paper skin off, because it is not an edible product. Utilizing as much of the onion as possible, but I do have to get the dry layers off of the onion, and then I have that. So when I turn that onion over and look at it, I have 0 translucency. If I start to peel away the layers of that onion, for say a wide onion ring application, you can see that what might look barely translucent when you cut it in half is actually white, or yellow in this case, as it's a yellow onion, clean, and there is no translucency. Translucency would indicate that it were more gray and that light would pass easily through it. Light does not easily pass through that layer.